North Korea is one of the poorest, most isolated countries in the world. Millions live without electricity. Children dig through dirt for roots. Malnutrition is widespread. And yet, at the center of it all, lives a man who drinks $1,000 cognac, rides in custom Maybachs, and commands one of the most expensive security forces on Earth. Kim Jong Un doesn't lead a nation. He reigns over a stage built on illusion, intimidation, and indulgence. While his people suffer, he lives in unimaginable wealth, hidden behind walls that the world rarely sees. In public, he appears modest. In private, he is anything but. The world sees North Korea as a failed state. But behind the curtain, it's a monarchy built on extreme secrecy, absolute control, and a lifestyle that rivals the richest people alive. Kim Jong Un didn't just inherit a country, he inherited a dynasty. His grandfather, Kim Il-sung, created the cult of personality. His father, Kim Jong-il, perfected it. Kim Jong-un, he weaponized it. Under his rule, loyalty is everything, and betrayal is unthinkable. From the moment he took power, Kim eliminated potential rivals, including family members. His own uncle was executed. His half-brother was assassinated with a chemical agent in a Malaysian airport. To challenge him is to disappear, permanently. Inside North Korea, he is not just a man. He is a god king, a savior, a myth. And with that image, he became untouchable, not just to his people, but to the world. North Korea has no official list of billionaires, no Forbes ranking, but experts estimate that the Kim family controls billions in hidden assets, spread across Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Middle East. Some reports suggest their secret empire is worth over $5 billion, and that's just what we know. These fortunes don't come from honest trade. They come from smuggling networks, black market arms deals, counterfeit currency, and secret business partnerships abroad. The dynasty has mastered the art of operating outside the global system, thriving while the nation starves. Their money doesn't show up in accounts, it shows up in palaces, yachts, designer goods, rare watches, luxury cars that never appear in official photos. Because in North Korea, wealth isn't worn, it's hidden. Despite strict UN sanctions banning luxury imports, Kim Jong-un somehow managed to get his hands on a $1.5 million Mercedes Maybach S600 Pullman Guard, a bulletproof fortress on wheels used by only a few world leaders. It appeared in public for the first time in 2018 during a summit with South Korea. How did it get there? Investigators tracked the car's journey across 5 countries using fake documentation and a network of middlemen to bypass sanctions. It was smuggled into North Korea like a crate of weapons, but this crate had leather seats, gold trim, and armor plating. The car is more than transportation. It's a symbol of power, of prestige, of invincibility, and it perfectly reflects the regime. Polished on the outside, corrupt and secretive underneath. Kim Jong-un avoids airplanes like a plague. Why? Because he doesn't trust the sky. Instead, he travels by armored train, a luxury locomotive outfitted with satellite communications, anti-aircraft defenses, and banquet halls. Yes, banquet halls. This train isn't fast, but it's nearly indestructible. It has kitchens, private bedrooms, and is accompanied by 2 other trains, one ahead to sweep for threats, and one behind with his elite bodyguards. Every stop is pre-scouted, every inch secured. His trips can take days, but he's never at risk. To the outside world, it sounds excessive, but to Kim, it's survival. Because when you rule by fear, you can never feel safe, not even at 60 miles per hour. Most people imagine Kim Jong-un lives in one massive palace, but the truth is far more extreme. He reportedly has over a dozen residences, many of them underground or hidden in remote mountain regions. These are not homes. They are bunkers disguised as luxury. Satellite images have revealed secret compounds with private lakes, horse stables, shooting ranges, and train stations leading directly to them. Some even connect to entire underground escape networks, just in case the unthinkable happens. These hideouts are designed for survival and indulgence. While the average North Korean freezes through winter, Kim dines on fine steak, surrounded by marble floors, French chandeliers, and walls no one can ever see. Kim Jong Un has a strange addiction: imported Swiss cheese, not as a snack, but as a symbol of childhood luxury, a taste of his time in European boarding schools. But that's just the beginning. He reportedly spends millions annually on alcohol alone, including bottles of Hennessy worth over $17,000 each. His table is stocked with caviar, Wagyu beef, foie gras, and other delicacies banned from import under international sanctions. Yet they arrive anyway. For a man who rules an isolated, impoverished nation, his taste is global, expensive, and unrelenting. Every meal is a message: I can have what the world says I can't. In 2013, a yacht was spotted near Wonsan, North Korea's east coast. It was over 200 feet long, flanked by jet skis, speedboats, and military guards. That yacht belongs to Kim Jong Un, and it's not docked at a regular marina. It's parked outside his private island, complete with a luxury mansion, sports stadium, and beach resort. This island is off limits to everyone. No tourists, no locals. Only Kim, his inner circle, and carefully selected guests are ever allowed to step foot there. It's like his own Monaco, hidden in plain sight, a place where sanctions, poverty, and the outside world simply don't exist. Despite his anti-Western rhetoric, Kim is obsessed with American culture. He owns Apple products, a vast DVD and Blu-ray collection, and a personal theater stocked with Hollywood blockbusters. His favorite? Reportedly anything with Michael Jordan or James Bond. Kim has been seen wearing Rolex watches, using MacBooks, and gifting iPads to top officials. His imported tech collection includes gadgets that would make Silicon Valley billionaires blush. It's the ultimate paradox. He bans Western influence from his people, but indulges in it privately, daily. Power in his case means enjoying the world while denying it to everyone else. No leader on earth is more protected than Kim Jong Un. His security system includes a 1,000-man bodyguard unit, food tasters, decoy vehicles, and even look-alike doubles used during travel. Every event he attends is choreographed to the second. Guards surround him in a circular formation, trained to take a bullet before anyone reaches him. His convoy includes fake cars, jammer vehicles, and surveillance vans, all designed to confuse potential attackers. Why such paranoia? Because Kim doesn't just fear enemies, he fears betrayal, and in a regime built on fear, paranoia becomes protocol. Despite heavy international sanctions, North Korea keeps importing high-end luxury goods, watches, alcohol, cars, electronics, without leaving a trace on paper. How? Through an intricate web of smugglers, front companies, and shell corporations scattered across Asia and Europe. From fake manifests to diplomatic pouches, Kim's regime uses every loophole imaginable. One shipment of luxury furniture, for example, traveled through China, the Netherlands, and Russia before quietly entering Pyongyang. By the time it arrived, it was untraceable. The West may think sanctions are working, but in reality, Kim's black market is smarter than most governments, and as long as money speaks, luxury will find its way in. Kim Jong-un's control doesn't rely on popularity. It relies on fear, and that fear is enforced by one of the most terrifying tools in North Korea: the Ministry of State Security, a secret police force that watches everyone everywhere. Neighbors spy on neighbors. Families report on each other. Children are taught that loyalty to the supreme leader comes before blood. And for those who dissent, or even seem suspicious, the punishment can be immediate: public execution, labor camps, or worse. Maintaining this level of power comes at a price, not in dollars, but in silence, in paranoia, in knowing that at any moment, loyalty could be tested and lives destroyed. Kim Jong-un's regime may not sell tech, but it hacks it. North Korea has become one of the most aggressive players in the world of cybercrime, stealing hundreds of millions in cryptocurrency to fund its government operations. The infamous Lazarus Group has been linked to bank hacks, ransomware attacks, and crypto heists that left financial firms worldwide scrambling. These stolen funds are laundered through digital wallets, converted to cash, and reinvested into luxury, weapons, and regime survival. At the same time, North Korea's black market economy exports weapons to rogue nations, counterfeit pills to Asia, and laborers to construction sites abroad, all to prop up Kim's hidden empire. Behind every yacht, every Rolex, there may be a cybercrime you've never heard of. In North Korea, Kim Jong Un isn't just a president, he's a myth. School children are taught that he can control the weather, that he never needs to use the bathroom, that he was born under a rainbow and can drive by age 3. These stories sound ridiculous, but to millions of citizens, they're truth. Propaganda fills every textbook, every movie, every painting. His image is everywhere, in homes, schools, offices, and must be treated with reverence or face severe punishment. Kim isn't obsessed with luxury alone. He's obsessed with being divine. Because if people believe you're a god, they'll forgive what they can't understand, including why their god eats steak while they starve. There's a reason every man in North Korea has similar haircuts, and why people clap in perfect synchronization at every Kim Jong Un appearance. It's not culture, it's control. Kim's personal image is micromanaged at every level. His public events are rehearsed, applause is choreographed. Photographers are trained to shoot from angles that make him appear taller, stronger, more commanding. Even his fashion choices are carefully selected to echo his grandfather's revolutionary style. Nothing is accidental. Everything is image. Because when your power is built on illusion, the show must never stop. In most countries, poverty is a problem to be solved. In North Korea, it's part of the design. A starving population is not a threat. It's a population too weak to rise. By keeping the people focused on survival, Kim keeps their eyes off revolution. Food shortages aren't accidents. They're tools. The economy is tightly controlled, and access to basic goods is limited. This creates dependence. Citizens must rely on the state for rice, fuel, and work. It's not mismanagement. It's manufactured control. The poorer the people, the stronger the throne. Because when hunger is the enemy, fear becomes loyalty, and questioning the regime becomes a luxury no one can afford. Kim Jong Un's regime doesn't just watch its own people, it watches the world. North Korea runs one of the most secretive and effective spy networks on the planet, including sleeper agents, hackers, and international operatives. From Seoul to London, Tokyo to Dubai, North Korean intelligence has infiltrated governments, corporations, and organizations using fake identities, front businesses, and deep cover missions. Some spies even pose as defectors to gain access to foreign aid groups. This is a silent war, fought not with tanks, but with USB drives and briefcases. And its goal is clear: gather intel, fund the regime, and eliminate threats before they rise. Ironically, the harder the world tries to punish North Korea, the more cunning the regime becomes. Sanctions, while crippling to the population, have pushed Kim to build one of the most creative smuggling and financial networks in the world. To the outside, sanctions cut off trade. Internally, they justify secrecy. Everything becomes hidden: imports, exports, spending, assets. Kim's luxury empire was born in the shadows, nurtured by black markets, crypto thefts, and untraceable shell companies. The West thought sanctions would break his regime, but instead, they may have perfected it. He doesn't appear on any Forbes list. There are no public financial disclosures. And yet, when you count the assets, the palaces, jets, watches, weapons, stolen crypto, secret funds, one question remains: is Kim Jong Un secretly the richest head of state alive? Unlike billionaires who invest in startups or stock markets, Kim invests in absolutism. His wealth isn't meant to grow. It's meant to shield him from collapse, to buy silence, loyalty, and fear. He doesn't just have riches. He has unchallenged control over every dollar in his country. And that makes him more than rich. It makes him untouchable. The world sees missiles and military parades, but behind those displays is a man with a yacht, a Swiss watch, and a palace carved into a mountain. A leader who weaponizes hunger and feasts in gold-trimmed dining rooms. Kim Jong Un has built a life of unimaginable luxury, funded by suffering, protected by paranoia, and hidden behind the illusion of strength. But history teaches us something important. No empire built on fear lasts forever. The question isn't how rich he is. The real question is, how long can power this secret stay hidden?